To see the net pricing and labor for your takeoff, you can do it edit select all, or you can just select a portion of your takeoff. Go to special and go to net price and labor. It will list all the highlighted items in your takeoff lines as separate items with their net price and net labor next to them. To take off an assembly, you can either click on an assembly button on your template, or you can go to Special, Assembly Takeoff, and it'll bring up all your assemblies, and you can select one, and any varieties you have of that assembly, you can take them off. And we just took off this one, ESB hot water boiler. Let's take off another one. Assembly takeoff. We'll take off the first one on the list there. Steam supply piping. Okay, so now we have two assemblies here, and it tells us the starting point and ending point of each one. If we go to Special Assembly List, it'll show us the list of all the assemblies we've taken off so far. And so far, there's only two of them we've taken off. And it gives us the start line and end line in the takeoff of these assemblies. To add special items to a takeoff, items that are not in your tables that you don't want to add to your tables, you can just go to Add Special Items under Special. And the quantity is defaulted to 1, but you could type over it if you want. But you can put a description of your item. If you want, you could put labor and price in there, or else you can wait till later and put it in the totals. Say a unit labor of 5 hours and a unit price of $200. And the total labor is 5 and the total price is 200 because the quantity is 1. So now we've got a special item called this item. If we right click and go to piece properties, we'll see the prices and labor that we put in, and the wage rate comes in from the specs. So if you take off a special item, you can just put in a description and leave all these blank and take it off as well. And then you can wait till the totals to put in your prices in the extension editor, price and labor. Under special, you can also go to job special items, and it'll show you all the special items in this job. Here you can see that we have these two that we just took off are the only special items we have in this particular job. And you can do the same thing by system. You can go to System Special Items, and it'll show you in this particular system what the special items are. And they're, of course, the same two because we took them both off in this system. You can set the scale by pressing the scale button, and it'll bring up a prompt for what you want the scale to be, and it'll show the prompt up there on the left side of the screen. If you're using the scale prompt, you can just click the scale button. You can also go to Special, Set Scale, and select a scale there, and it'll do the same thing. For digitizers, you can select Digitize Scale, and if your digitizer's on, you can click points and have the program figure out what the scale is. The notepad, it just allows you to enter notes for this particular job. It's just a listing of notes. You can just go right back to it and it'll have your last notes and you can add to them. Under special, there's also an all diameters selection. The reason this is here is because usually the diameters list will come up with what is in the piping, the sizes that are available in the piping. So in other words, right now we're in black Schedule 40 plain end pipe. So if we go to diameters over here on our left, we can see we have 1/8 through 12 available. So that's not all the sizes in the program, that's just what's available in this particular piping material. But if you wanted to go outside of that piping material for whatever reason, you can go to all diameters and it'll allow you to use any diameter at all.